Hey Ryan, how's it going? Okay. Do we know what caused the bearing failure? I know like fractured or hairline fractures in the oil pickup tube can cause it sometimes, and that's kind of a common thing. But has any of that been looked into? Yeah, that's what I've read too. I think changes were made for emissions, right? And that's you know what yeah, I'd love to, but I got two young kids at home, and it's just not in the books right now. So honestly, I'm probably gonna end up having to. I suppose I'm gonna have to fix it because if I trade it in, I'm just not gonna get anything for it right now. Yeah, yeah. No, if you could get me in the ballpark idea or whatever what it's gonna cost to get a used engine thrown in there. If that's a cheaper route, then like I said, yeah, I think that's probably the better route to go then, and I'm gonna have to probably get rid of the car. I gotta get a truck. I think it just fit my lifestyle better nowadays. I would appreciate that. Sounds good. Thank you, Ryan. You too. Bye. That was Subaru. They are not gonna cover any of the repairs because I modified the car, which I kind of expected to happen. Just to tear it down and put a new short block in the engine, he said it would probably end up coming out to about $6,000. He's gonna go and try and find out what it would cost to just replace the engine with a used engine. He said it would be cheaper than just tearing it down and doing a short block. Let's see what Subaru says for throwing in a used engine, and then I'm gonna get a quote through my friend to see if he will be up for the challenge of rebuilding it. He's rebuilt a handful of Subaru engines in the past, so I'm going to talk to him too and get an idea and go from there, I guess. But based on that call, I think it's probably time to get rid of this car and get myself a truck. Oh well, I guess it's time. Hello? Hey Ryan, how's it going? Would it help cost at all? That I have all my OEM parts still that I took off with my aftermarket stuff. I don't know. Does that help anything at all? Yeah. Before we get that far though, I've got a friend. We might try and fix it ourselves. I just want to talk to him first, and I'll have to call you back and get back to you on that then. Okay, I appreciate it, Ryan. All right. Bye. The guy I'm working with over at Subaru, they found engine that has been rebuilt. They only found one used engine for my car locally. He said he could look nationwide, but then shipping fees get incredibly high. He said accounting for other parts that would potentially need replacement, we're looking at still $5,800, whereas taking my current engine out, breaking it down, replacing the short block, he said would be about $6,000. So it's really not that much of a cost savings. I plan to probably pull the engine out, replace it with a used one, and revert completely back to its OEM form, to its stock form. I kept all my OEM parts, throw all those back on, scrap my custom dyno tune and go back to the OEM tune, and probably pull a handful of different items off the car just to try and get it back as close as possible to stock. And then I am working with a friend over at Lynch and Mukwonago at the Chevy dealership. Get this car traded in and jump over from the car side of things to the truck world. This will be my first truck. Kind of exciting, but at the same time, I wish I was doing this on my own terms and not dealing with a blown engine, but that's how life goes. You can plan all you want and things still go however they go, whether it's the way you planned it or not. So yeah, going to reach out to Kyle, my friend, and see about doing the work ourselves and go from there. Alright, I just got done talking to my buddy. I gave him a time frame of a week. Sarah goes back to work off of maternity leave, so I'm going to need a vehicle after this week. I can rent a vehicle if it comes to that, but I really don't want to rent a vehicle for more than a couple weeks. So I sent over my VIN number to my friend, and he's gonna make some calls and see what he can find locally. Hey, I'm really looking to try and get this thing drivable again for $3,000 to $4,000, and he said, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. He's done it in the past with other vehicles, so that's the route we're gonna go. I think we'll knock that out on the side, hopefully within the next 3 weeks or so, and get this car traded in then. Hey, Ryan. Okay, perfect. I will, hoping to hear back from my buddy pretty soon here, so I will give you a call, or I guess I don't even need to. I'll just come in when I'm ready to get it then. Thank you, you too. Bye. So I owe Subaru $313.40 for their inspection, and they said I can come pick up the car whenever I want then, since I'm going to do the work myself. So far the cheapest engine that my buddy has been able to find is $3,100 used. I did just talk to my friend over at Lynch and Mukwonago, the Chevy dealership, and he's thinking I can get $12,500 to $14,000 trade-in value in working condition. So fingers crossed then that we can get the higher end of that, and that'll help out a lot with trading in for a truck. I suppose the next addition to this journey, this video, part 3, will be probably getting my car over to my buddy's place and starting the swap of the engines, which will be a little more exciting than me sitting here talking about financial figures. So we'll catch you then.